but in the backline, Vayne's pretty safe. It's going to be hard for Samsung to get on top of her, barring Twisted Fate getting a really good pick. So I actually like both comps, and it's not like IM don't have a comp that could really monopolize Dragon with the likes of Rumble Rek'Sai.
Yeah, absolutely. So interesting compositions coming in. Samsung has seen success with the Twisted Fate. Samsung does their already built up with W on the Annie. And Luna going to face check a brush, but he's going to donate some money, get his pockets picked a little bit. Wow, starting Q. Interesting.
And showing the Q as well. Got 8 gold from the first auto attack himself. Alistair just trying to equalize the gold out as much as possible. 541 to 523.
Look at this. A little bit of a bait right here. Crown picking that gold card.
8-second window till that expires.
Oh.
Ignar.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh. This could actually be very bad for Ignar. There's the exhaust going down right away. Stun, flash, pulverize, and goodbye, Ignar. First, some CS on the Vayne, as you would expect, but here's Apple. Equalizer dropped, and that's the win slash. Getting the execute onto Apple. Ooh.
They're on top of this Dragon. The ward times out, but it doesn't look like Samsung in any place to contest.
IM did a good job, chunk out that bot lane, then immediately go for this Dragon. Apple is starting to get very nervous now, and he should be. There is the port coming in. Gold card into a spear and a kill. Apple, gets the flash, but Crown still fit
in the bottom lane. Suddenly it becomes that much more difficult for IM to fight.
Okay, and there's an engage right there. Ignar just gets destroyed. Chain CC'd by a great flash. Frozen down there. Kuve's in with his ultimate, hopping around, but Tucson escapes through the tunnel. They're still going to get a blue buff, however. Wow, that was a very sudden fight, but Samsung playing great with this Twisted Fate this game.
And it's no coincidence they're fighting around the bottom side. There's no Dragon to fight about, but if they bring up massive single target damage and a 5v4, a 5v5, difficult for this team, but 5v4, very possible.
Yeah, indeed. Well, there's Frozen, tagged by that pick a card and the Lich Bane right now. That already completed, and Samsung going to start making a press for this mid lane. Again, they've already taken out that bot lane turret. Eva's there to provide more poke, and there's just not enough wave clear here to really deal with this for Incredible Miracle, and they're just going to deny as many creeps as possible. And are they actually going to take this turret? Looks like they want to give the gold to Fury, so he'll pick it up.
Opt into, of course, the first Dragon going over to IM. It's going to be completely uncontested, even though teleport is available from Apple. So with a teleport advantage, there's still just no way for them to contest these objectives when all their waves are being pushed to take out the mid turret. Is that the only person with any semblance of wave clear, straight line or not, is Frozen. Didn't have the blue. He's down to about 100 mana.
Here we go.
Destiny activated. No way to juke this for all.
Yeah, already there. Stun into stun. Nice chaining. Samsung, they get this tower now. Huge split push.
Vayne looking for safe places to farm and not finding any. They're rotating around the empty lanes that Vayne is trying to appear in and just taking turrets under a nose.
Certainly are. At too much of an item disadvantage to actually win the 5v5, and they don't have any solutions to deal with Kuve's Riven.
Raw desperately needs a QSS, but doesn't have the damage necessary to do it. We're waiting to see if Annie engages. If that's going to be a Samsung engage.
And Ignar going to drop immediately. Fury going to spell shield the Tivers, look like on the backside. Crown still there. Kuve just going nuts on a turret. And now it's time to stop some recalls for Samsung. Can they get an inhibitor right now? Fury trying to follow up. They're a little bit wary about walking into that jungle, but instead
4 men bashing down at this Baron, and LZIM had to react to the inhibitor damage.
Wow. This is looking like such a different Samsung team compared to the one we saw against Anarchy. Aggressive interplayer. But Ignar straight up saw Fury spell shield, and like a full second after the spell shield, he dropped Tibbers on him, and it did nothing. He was autoing Annie, so not really sure about that from Ignar. Pretty poor ultimate.
When it comes to Annie, she's only really starting to come back to things in Champions, of course.
Back to the split push. Again, being very decisive and aggressive in how they close this out, forcing those hard decisions from IM about which champions to allocate where. Tucson wants a flank right now, but that's not going to be an easy commodity. And there's another missed Tibbers, and Ignar just going to get Sivir ulted on and run over as Kuve shows up in the back line and executes Ignar.
just completely executed. 8 seconds of reveal onto Vayne means she can't do anything. She cannot be the slippery threat that she's known as. It doesn't...
What I expected coming into this match, Papa Smithy. And Samsung just going to move forward onto this tower right now. They want to take as much of this base as they can. No more Baron buff. They're making it work. Luna is knocked around, condemned into the wall. And Kube still wants to go 1v1 versus Tucson. He's just a distraction, though.
It's one that we're going to see more and more. For example, when Xerath was really coming to prominence, people realized, okay, you can actually play Twisted Fate, match the wave clear, and have the go impact. We're going to see the turret dive coming through.
Yeah, Ignar just going to fall immediately right there. Gravity field not going to be enough to save him. And look at Kube. He's still on the flank. He's looking for that engage. There it is. He's just going to blow everyone up. Waited very patiently to get in. Double kill for Frozen. But that is not going to be enough to save this game, as the super minions tanking the turrets should mean a dead Nexus. Frozen is just cut off from this fountain right now. And is he going to get through? No. Flash. Fury actually dies. Impressive play from Frozen on the defense right here, but there's a Lich Bane and a Riven on your Nexus. He's going to get another double kill. Is he actually going to get a delayed Penta? No, not quite. Oh! Well, that's the end of the game.